The church doors opened under the bright, unforgiving daylight, and every head turned as a silver-gray car stopped at the entrance. No one expected Elias Rowan to step out, especially not on this day, especially not to this wedding. Whispers rippled through the sunlit courtyard as people recognized the millionaire whose name once stood beside the brides in every society column. But what truly froze the crowd was not Elias himself. It was the quiet young woman who followed him out of the car, dressed in a simple pale blue dress, hands folded, eyes lowered, the posture of someone used to being invisible. The millionaire had brought his maid to his ex-fiancée's wedding, and in that moment no one understood why. Before the story unfolds any further, if you believe in kindness, forgiveness, and second chances, please like this video, comment your thoughts, share it with someone who needs hope, and subscribe to the channel Dreams Journal. Your support keeps stories like this alive. Elias Rowan had built his fortune from relentless ambition and discipline, but success had not protected him from loss. Years earlier, he had been engaged to Maribel Cross, a woman whose smile once softened even his hardest days. Their relationship had collapsed quietly, not with betrayal, but with absence. Elias had chosen expansion meetings, flights, and contracts over presence, over listening, over love. By the time he realized what he had lost, Maribel had already learned how to live without him. The invitation to her wedding arrived months later, polite and formal, and Elias almost ignored it. But something inside him refused to run. He decided to attend, not to interfere, but to finally face the ending he had avoided. The woman beside him that day was named Leora Hale. She had come into Elias's household years earlier through a charity employment program he barely remembered approving. Orphaned young, raised between distant relatives and temporary shelters, Leora had learned early how to survive quietly. She worked with precision and patience, never asking for attention, never expecting gratitude. Elias noticed her only in fragments at first, the way the house always felt calm when she was near, the way flowers appeared fresh each morning without reminder. Over time, he began to see something deeper in her eyes, a gentleness shaped by endurance rather than comfort. The decision to bring Leora to the wedding was not impulsive. Elias knew the crowd would judge, new assumptions would form instantly. Yet he also knew Leora's story mattered, even if no one else understood it yet. The wedding venue shimmered under clear blue skies, white canopies casting soft shadows, floral arrangements glowing in the midday sun. Guests in tailored suits and elegant dresses filled the seats, their attention split between curiosity and quiet disdain. To them, Leora was just staff, a background figure who had wandered into the wrong frame as the ceremony progressed. Elias felt the familiar ache of regret rise in his chest. Maribel looked radiant, peaceful in a way she had never been during their final months together. Watching her laugh with her family confirmed what he already knew. Letting her go had been the right thing, even if it had broken him. But what followed after the vows was something no one had prepared for. During the reception, the master of ceremonies announced a brief pause in the program for a special acknowledgement. Elias stood, heart steady but heavy, and gestured for Leora to come forward. The crowd stiffened, sunlight reflecting off curious eyes. Leora hesitated, then stepped into the open space, her hands trembling slightly. What happened next unfolded without noise or spectacle. Yet it silenced the entire gathering. Leora began to sing. Her voice rose gently into the bright afternoon air, clear and steady, carrying a depth of emotion that seemed far too large for someone so overlooked. It was a song about gratitude, about unseen hands that lift others when the world looks away. Each note felt like a confession and a prayer woven together. Guests who moments earlier had whispered now sat motionless, some pressing hands to their mouths, others blinking away sudden tears. Even Maribel turned fully in her seat, eyes wide with recognition of something rare and honest. What the crowd did not know was that music had once been Leora's dream before life demanded survival instead. Elias had discovered this by accident, overhearing her hum softly while cleaning. Instead of ignoring it, he had listened. Instead of dismissing her, he had helped her find lessons, opportunities, confidence. Today was not about embarrassment or revenge. It was about dignity. As Leora finished, the silence lingered, thick and reverent. Applause followed slowly, then all at once, rising until it filled the open space under the sun. Maribel stood and embraced Leora without hesitation, understanding passing between them without words. In that moment, Elias felt something inside him finally release. He had not come to reclaim the past. He had come to honor growth, both his own and someone else's, near the end of the celebration. As the day softened into golden afternoon light, Elias watched guests approach Leora with newfound respect. She smiled shyly, no longer invisible. If this story is touching your heart, please take a moment to like, share, and subscribe to Dreams Journal. Your engagement helps spread stories that remind us of humanity. Before the ending, special request. Please comment below what part of this story moved you the most or what kindness means to you. As Elias and Leora left the venue together, the sky still bright above them. There was no romance promised, no dramatic transformation announced. There was only quiet understanding, mutual respect, and the knowledge that sometimes the most powerful moments come not from wealth or status, but from finally seeing the value of a human soul. And in that daylight, among all the elegance and expectation, it was the maid's courage that stunned the crowd and changed every heart present.